we haven't even started the cycle, right? The tech cycle that is blockchain technology and what I call the truth net starts in 2024. So we're going to have a unbelievable period over the 4 years from 24 to 28 of innovation, of wealth creation. Just for perspective, Web 1, right, Cisco, Microsoft, et cetera, created 2 trillion of value. Web 2 created 5 trillion, right, exponential growth. Web 3, spatial web, I think it's 15 trillion.
One of the more popular phrases among cryptocurrency investors and enthusiasts, especially in response to critics, is that crypto is still so early. It's not uncommon to hear crypto critics compare the industry to the much older and well-established traditional financial system and asset classes like equities and bonds. The industry's fast and largely unprecedented pace of development makes it easy to forget that it's only been around for 15 short years. So, when we say we are still so early, we are indeed still so early into realizing this industry's full potential and growth opportunities. For many, this is just about crypto assets hitting new all-time highs, or a few institutional investors coming aboard. For Mark Yusko, a renowned hedge fund manager and digital asset enthusiast, crypto maturing means much more. For one, it means the complete liberation of the human race from the brutal trust industry that fleeces us off trillions of dollars per year. We are moving from the trust system of traditional finance to the trustless and permissionless system that blockchain presents. According to Yusko, 2024 is the true beginning of the blockchain revolution, a complete system revolution that will transform every aspect of our lives and daily activities. Yusko believes this transformation will make possible the transfer of every stock, bond, currency, commodity, piece of art, collectible, and every other form of investment and store of value to the blockchain. As we leave the old era of physical cash, stock and bond certificates, and physical collectibles to an era of complete digitization, Yusko is certain that the price gains, all-time highs, and mainstream adoption will naturally follow, making this a very lucrative venture for everyone. Yusko recently appeared on the NFT Morning Show for an insightful discussion on the 2024 crypto bull market, spot Bitcoin ETFs, and the prospect of major institutional adoption as we head into the bull market. As we bring you clips from the discussion, please take a little time to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on post notifications for more videos like this. Thank you and enjoy the video.
Look, the fudsters, right? Elizabeth and Gigi and the rest are doing such a good job with the nonsense, right? We're back to talking about, environmental problems, and we're back to talking about money laundering. I mean, come on. If I wanted you to do me a favor, we'd meet for lunch. We'd have a very nice lunch, and I'd have my backpack, and I'd leave it on the bench, and I'd walk away. And you're like, "Hey, Mark, your backpack." And I'd just keep walking, and you look inside, and it'd be full of cash. And you say, "Oh, Mark needs a favor." Not traceable, right? Bad guys do bad things. Bad gals do bad things. That's how you do it. That's how the bad stuff gets done. That's how terrorism gets financed. That's how bad people do. It ain't fingers on a keyboard. Now, it doesn't mean that there aren't bad people using digital assets. Sure, there are. But if you want to get away with stuff, fingers on a keyboard is far inferior to Sacco money. So it's just kind of comical. But I think because of that, and because of the regulatory landscape and the fear, that normal reaction, as you described, which is just exactly right, that, hey, well, BlackRock's here. We need to pay attention. And I think it's just going to be a lag, a delay. And I think there's still some that don't think it's actually going to get approved, that, Gary's going to pull a fast one and he's not going to approve it. Look, he tried a bunch of stuff, right?
Yeah.
He filed lawsuits, and he, ignored applications and got slapped on the wrist hard. My own personal opinion, and I've been saying this actually for 2 years. I said, look, the Winklevoss twins should have got approved years ago when they put in the first application, because this asset needs that legitimization of institutionalization to get the common person to understand. Not everybody does the work or spends the time. They're busy with their life. And some of the technology is actually complicated. But I knew in my mind that BlackRock was going to be the winner. Why? Because they run that world, right? They're a $10 trillion asset manager, largest in the world. They're connected to everything, along with Blackstone and Carlyle and all of that. And at the end of the day, they weren't going to approve the Winklevoss twins. They weren't going to approve. Look, I have investments in the two people who are ahead of BlackRock. 21 shares, which is Amun and Kathy Wood. So we own a piece of Amun. And Bitwise, both of those are ahead. And I sadly predict they will both get deferred one more time to March. But I do believe that on January 8th, we're going to crown the king on the king's birthday, Elvis's birthday. I think they crown Bitcoin or BlackRock as the winner. And people say, well, why? And how are they going to do that with just one? Like, well, because they're the head of the game, and BlackRock decided that this was lucrative, right? For years, 2017, 18, 19, 20, Larry Fink was out there. This is an index of money laundering.
Yeah, money laundering.
Scam, right? This is he same talking points. And then he comes on TV and says, you should really own some of this to protect yourselves against currency devaluation.
For several months, well before Larry Fink's surprise incursion into the cryptocurrency industry, Yusko has been talking about the then they fight you phase. According to the Morgan Creek Capital founder and CIO, the traditional finance industry's reaction to the development of the cryptocurrency space is in several phases. Initially, they ignored us. Then, as the industry became more popular, they laughed at us. To them, this whole industry was just a bunch of geeks playing around with a few $1 billion or some little magic internet money, as Yusko often phrases it. Then, as this became bigger, we entered the then they fight you phase. This phase, which Yusko believes started in 2022, was all about the trust industry kicking against the development of the truth industry. However, the harder they fight, the easier it is for them to realize that this is not going away. This is why we can now see strong traditional finance players like Larry Fink throwing in the towel and basically adopting the stance of, when you can't beat them, you join them. During the interview, Yusko also commented on the possibility of a massive sell-off after the SEC approves a spot Bitcoin ETF. While this seems to be the consensus among crypto investors, Yusko believes we will have something completely different. Here are more clips from the interview.
Anything can happen. Don't get me wrong. I mean, anything can happen. But why? Right? So what's happening now is the normal accretion of price back to fair value. So fair value today, okay, Tim Peterson has this great Metcalfe's Law model. Everyone can see it. And, it's like 51, 52,000 for Bitcoin. And we're in the 40s. So that's still below fair value. Well, we went, look, Hurricane Sam happened and it pushed all the way down to 16.5. It was ugly. People said it was going to zero, not going to zero. And that was ugly. And then we started this amazing accumulation, right? Because what happens when you're that far below fair value, if fair value is 50 and the price is 15, you're going to buy it. And who's going to buy it? People like me, investors. Investors are going to start accumulating. And an accumulation pattern is one where we have higher highs and higher lows. And it's been this beautiful accumulation pattern. Doesn't mean there won't be FUD. Doesn't mean there won't be the Binance attack. Doesn't mean, there'll be things that cause sell-offs. But in each case, there's just this beautiful accumulation. So we're starting to get toward fair value at 50K. Well, then the halving comes. The halving doubles fair value because this is the part of the code that's just amazing. If the price doesn't move, then half the miners go out of business. That can't happen. So the price adjusts upwards, which causes more people to come into the game. Now, in crypto fall, which will start next June. So we're in crypto summer right now. So from last June to this June, to next June. That's crypto summer. Then we start crypto fall. Crypto fall is the crazy parabolic leverage, stupidity, dumb, way above fair value. How high we go this time, I don't know. If fair value is 100, sometime mid next year, could we get to 150? In theory, if you look at the last two cycles, we'd get to 250, But the problem is there's not as much leverage this time. So the leverage is what allows you to get way above fair value. Without the leverage, it's harder. But we do have something new, which is the ETF. When the ETF is approved, and again, I called the day, January 8th. When that happens, some number, 30 billion is my estimate in the first short period. That's 0.1%. That's 10 basis points of the 30 trillion that's available. That 30 billion on an asset that trades 8 billion a day will push the price up meaningfully. So this is the buy the rumor, buy the news. Now, people say, but it's already in the price. Nope, it's not in the price. Nope. Second thing, you could have people who sell the news because they think BlackRock is the one doing the front running, and then they're just going to sell to themselves. It's possible. Probably not for a lot, but it's certainly possible for some. But what's most likely is I'm light on that 10 basis points. No one's going to say, just give me 10 basis points. They're going to give me 1%. And that 1% is 300 billion. Now, 300 billion isn't going to go in all at one day.
Mark Yusko believes that at least $30 billion will be pumped into Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency industry in 2024 as soon as the SEC approves a spot Bitcoin exchange-traded fund. This figure represents 0.1% of the $30 trillion in advised wealth currently being controlled by institutional investors that, at the moment, cannot directly invest in crypto assets like Bitcoin. After the approval, even if they choose to invest only 0.1% of their assets, that means $30 billion in new investment capital and massive price gains for investors. But they could also decide to invest more, say 1% of their assets, which will translate into $300 billion for the cryptocurrency industry. While that might not happen overnight, maybe not even until the end of 2024, there are a lot of reasons to believe this is exactly how the situation will play out over the next 2 to 3 years. What are your thoughts on Mark Yusko's interview and predictions for Bitcoin and the entire digital asset space? Please drop your comments and observations in the comments section below. Also, ensure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on post notifications for more videos like this. Thanks for watching.
Hey Savvy Finance enthusiasts, massive shout out for being the heartbeat of Savvy Finance. Your support has been the wind beneath our wings, and we can't express our gratitude enough. Now buckle up because we've got an exclusive deal just for you. Ever wanted a slice of the action? We're offering a golden opportunity to own part of our YouTube channel's potential future revenue. This isn't just an investment, it's an invitation to be a part of our story. Investing means you're not just an investor, you will be a participant in the future of Savvy Finance. No cheesy lines, just a genuine call to embark on this journey together. But wait, there's more. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, become a Savvy ambassador. Share our videos on every platform, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. Your shares amplify our visibility, potentially translating to more views and more YouTube revenue. Here's the kicker. If our viewership increases, we would not be just growing financially. We would be making a tangible impact by spreading valuable financial education. Now the icing on the cake. Invest and you'll score exclusive access to our private Savvy Finance Discord. Here you can chat with Savvy Finance, swap ideas with fellow investors, and be at the forefront of exciting developments. Click on the link below to register your Gigastar account. You can also find the link to my offering page in the description below. Get your Gigastar account ready, review the offering details, and let's embark on this thrilling venture together. To the incredible Savvy community, thank you for being the backbone of our success. Your journey is my journey, and together, we're creating waves. Cheers.